Hey guys, so today I am going to be outlining my drawing of Kageyama and Hinata from Haikyuu, the anime. Yeah, if you hear anything in the background, that's just I don't know if my microphone will pick it up, but there's just my neighbors behind our house because it's like in our backyard area. They're doing some renovations and they're actually retiling the roof, so they're getting a new set of tiles. So if you hear any sound, it's kind of an awkward time to be doing that, to be honest, because the quarantine and stuff. But whatever they want to do, it's up to them. But it's just really loud, so if it picks up that, then that's what it is. So, anyways, I was going to do a coloring video for these guys, to be honest. But then I was like, hang on a second. They are going to kind of be really like the same color scheme. And I was like, how do I make this not boring? And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do what I do, and that is make an outlining video, and that's it. Um, I am first outlining Kageyama. Um, it's kind of funny because I saw online, I didn't watch the anime yet, but I saw online someone was like, oh, Kageyama is like the mix between Shoto Todoroki, Bakugo, and a hint of Shinso from My Hero Academia. And I was like, oh, I see why I like this character now. Um, there's like a certain aesthetic that's pretty edgy. So it's kind of like, I don't mean to like edgy characters, but it's just one of those things where it's like people easily fall for those characters. And so I see why I like Kageyama. And I've seen clips of him. It's not like I didn't see anything at all. It's just that I haven't watched the full on anime yet because I haven't found any time. But literally, the way he behaves is seriously, it fits into the category of like why I would like these types of characters. Um, I guess that's why the aesthetics are so important in characters too, because to be honest, having the same personality kind of is like the same thing over and over again. And my brother gets bored of that, to be honest. Like, he's not completely into anime. He watches some, but he's not like just an anime person. He's more into like superheroes, Marvel, comic books, Transformers, all of that stuff, which is really, really interesting too, because I kind of like them as well, but I'm not like a super intense person who's been reading everything. Like, I'm still nerdy, but there's a limit. But basically, yeah, I can see why my brother wouldn't really like that many animes because the aesthetic is like, not the aesthetic, but like the personality of characters tends to be the same. Like, it tends to be similar and all of that. But you know what? I kind of like it, so I can't really say I'm a hater of that. um, I can see how people might find it boring though, like, oh, they're acting the same as other characters in animes. That's been done before. That's not like a new thing. And yeah, I tend to like edgy characters even though I'm not really edgy myself, to be honest. There's always that, like, I can't be edgy cuz my personality doesn't allow for it, but it is what it is. And yeah, my brother just isn't a huge fan of anime just because of that. Like, the aesthetic of characters is just too similar sometimes, and I can see why. in the personality. I keep saying aesthetic instead of personality, but same thing, like, yeah. Now, I don't really, like, I'm not really into, what is it, sporty animes, to be honest. It's just one of those things that I'm, like, not really into it, but seeing how this one is pretty good, and my friend even said, oh, you should watch it. I was like, okay, sure, when I have the time. But I still think like it looks really cool, even though I haven't seen it yet. And like I even bought some cosplay items for this, which when they arrive, I will definitely do like a review on. But this is how into it I have gotten, I guess. I can't really comment much about the characters though, but I've seen clips. Kageyama is like, he doesn't really seem to, he's like, yeah, he's like Shoto Todoroki. He doesn't seem to really understand like showing his emotions properly, and he has a hard time expressing them. He's just very overall uptight and like too uptight about stuff, and I think that's what makes a character adorable, is that like they don't really know how to express themselves, and you're like, oh, it's cute. So I guess that's why people like that type of character. Um, but yeah, I think he's cute, and then there's like a charming part to him as well. Like he tries, like he overall tries to be like a regular person, and like he tries to socialize even though it's difficult, and I think that's a really good personality, like in terms of like trying to socialize even though you find it difficult. And then again, it speaks with me a lot just because I'm super shy, so it's like one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm gonna try socializing, and then it doesn't really turn out the way that I wanted, and then it becomes awkward. But real life is not like anime where you can just mess up and then it's like, oh, it's okay, whatever. um But I kind of learned to be a little bit whatever about things too, though, because it's like if you start worrying too much, then it just gets out of hand. And then I drew him with Hinata, which I'm gonna start coloring. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Sorry, I'm not good at Japanese names as it is. But anyways, Hinata's super cute. I think it's nice that like they have like a short character who's like the main character who wants to be like good at something that normally people would tell you like you're not good at, like cuz he's short, so he doesn't have the looks to be like someone who plays a sport like volleyball, but he's quite good at it from what I've seen, and I just like his passion in terms of playing volleyball. Like all of these guys in the show basically have like so much passion for volleyball, and that's it. And that's straight up like something that's so pure, and usually I feel like you don't get that a lot from like actual people. You don't get like just a pure love for something. Like people always go for different things because like people always are into like multiple things and then they don't have like a pure love for just like one thing. However, like for them, they just purely want to play volleyball and have fun and like compete and stuff like that. So they really do have like really innocent hearts. Is super short. I was going to draw Hinata in a different drawing, like separately, because if you haven't seen in my drawings playlist, there is a Bokuto process work for my drawing, and then there's also a Kuro. Um, those ones, they're separate, but Hinata was just really short. And then when I was drawing him on a picture, on like a paper alone, he was just so short the way I drew him, to the point where it was like, it's kind of a waste of paper. So I thought, why not just add him with Kageyama anyways, and I think they're cute like this, so it's fine. Um I originally, yeah, sometimes I'm just like, they should be in separate paper because I wanted to do like separate paper thing, but it is what it is. He's kind of really short, so I wanted to make use of the paper well, and I think it turned out nice, like a nice pose for them together. I like how most of the anime characters that I like though are like super tall, and then you have like this one short person, and it's like, how did that end up to be? I think like, I know I talk about it like almost every video, but My Hero Academia too is like one of those things where it's like, okay, you have Bakugo, he's 5'7". Okay, you have Kirishima, he's 5'7". And then you have everyone else, they're like almost 6 feet tall. And then there's Deku, which is like 5'4", and you're like, okay, I guess this is what it is. And he's like really short compared to the others, but he's so amazing. And like, I like how the main characters are like super short and they're cute, and then the other ones are like, they have their own way of being like attractive, but they're like super tall, so you're like, okay. I guess this is what it is. Like, I noticed a trend between like the animes that I've been watching and or like following recently, and it's just like the same thing over and over again. It's like, gotta be, there's like height differences are exactly the same, and then there's like personalities. So this is what it is. So yeah, so I finished. I did write their Japanese wording on Kageyama's uniform. I was gonna write it on what is it, Hinata's as well. It's just that I didn't. Decided I might just go over it with a white pencil crayon because I didn't want to go so thin with like avoiding the lines, so that way they would be white, because for like the numbers, I avoided them based on how I sketched out the number and then just left a white space. But for the, because touch markers and markers in general, they bleed, so I didn't want to bleed, like, I didn't want it to bleed into the wording and then get messed up. So I decided I'll probably just write on it with like pencil crayon. So yeah. But here's the overall overview of the drawing. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Check down in the description box below. All my social media is there. Go like and follow those. Also, by the way, all of the process work for Kageyama and Hinata will be posted on there as well, so you can get like better view of the drawing. And if you want to see Bokuto or Karu, they are on my drawings playlist as well. And also you can check out my other drawings there as well. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!